Hey guys, it's been over a week since I handed these out. Just due to being understaffed, no one else had the time to go out and pick them up, so I've gone out and collected them all, and now I'm going to wash them and get them prepped to be used again to put into the freezer. This stuff, like these toys, are very, very useful, but they do need a bit more attention than some of the other toys for the dogs. So yeah. Anyway, it's just a follow-up to the previous one where I stuffed all the Kongs and handed them out. And the staff, you know, they'll pick them up sometimes and they'll wash them occasionally, but then the dogs will pull them back out of the bin outside or whatever. So it's helpful if I step in and get them washed. And ideally, I would have a dishwasher, because I'd be able to sanitize them, but our electricity here can't handle, like I need one of those big industrial dishwashers, kind of pull the handle down on and the door closes, and then it sanitizes all the stuff like they have for restaurants. I'd love to have something like that for the dog bowls here, but yeah, I don't know how I'd make it work. I think it would work fine on our generator power, but maybe not so much on the government electric. We've been having issues with the government power all day today, because during the hottest times of the year, they start to cut our power, and not just ours, every single person connected to the grid, because the national grid just can't handle how many high-rises and other stuff that they've put in. And last year, in their supreme wisdom, they decided to take all of the luxury towers off of generator power, which is it's good for the environment, right? Like, we don't like the generator smoke and whatnot. But the problem being is that the national power grid was just not ready to handle it. So they've got all of these places on national power strictly with no generator. And when we hit these real high temps, 40 plus, you can't survive on the 20th floor of a high-rise without AC, like you'll cook. So anyway, everyone suffers because of lack of planning. Like city planners and stuff, like they might get a bad rap or reputation in developed countries, or, you know, back home, but they really do play a vital role in making sure that there's enough for everyone. Same thing with like road planning and whatnot. You can't build a bunch of new apartment buildings without plans for how to get the people in and out of the apartments, parking, schools. You gotta have enough schools, you gotta have access to enough water supply lines, things like that, and there's just a real lack of city planning going on in this particular area, which is odd because there's a ton, and I mean a ton, of engineers. Like, I've never been somewhere where there's so many people with master's degree in engineering of some type, and yet we're facing pretty basic challenges, things that could be solved with a group of good engineers and city planners. I try to be thorough because I don't want to leave any mold or anything in there. And also the dogs, they have a biofilm, you know, from their saliva. It's kind of difficult to get off of the toys. You have to put your finger in something. It's super gross. I could actually use some baby bottle brushes if you guys wanted to donate a few. Hey, I've got Garen here. 1 minute. Cut this video short, or long, I guess. They just let me know that our new water tank replacements that were donated by Goran have arrived, so I'm gonna go get some video of that so that we can say a big thank you. We really didn't have the nearly $1,000 that it would cost to replace our leaking tanks, so let me go grab some video of that.